All right, folks. Let's see what we got going on here now. Yep. See what's happening. Yep. So yeah, yeah. Well, what we want to try to talk about today is do our best to try to develop and build a healthy and positive attitude when it comes to ourselves and in life. I think one of the first things that we need to come to conclude and realize is that we need to get our what we call priorities straight, which means we need to know how to follow instructions. You know, if you ever purchase a car or purchase a item that needs to be assembled, they give you a manual, and that manual you must follow that manual in order to assemble the product. Is that correct? But if you are unable to read that manual, you're unable to comprehend the car or the item that you have purchased, um, you won't be able to assemble it. And if you're unable to read it, someone else, you may get someone else to help you read and understand it, and they could help you assemble it. You know. Well, one of the good things I could say was happening right here and now is in regards to um, you all as becoming a maybe a family, is that earlier you went and tried to get the other brother to come on, wake him up or come on down, and then this brother asked where was he, and you come on and bring him down. That's good that you all are working as a team, as a family. That's a good thing. But a lot of times there's a word called an enabler, you know, which means you're feeding into the wrong that that person is doing. I'm just paraphrasing in that manner. And when you continue to do that, you're not helping that person, you're hurting that person. So you have to do your best to be able to distinguish when you are helping a person or when you're hurting that person, you see. And because for the most part, the rules have been laid down of what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And I can never stop reiterating that again. Um, when you don't abide or abide by them, then therefore that becomes a what they call a problem or a situation or what have you. A problem or a situation. You know, and one thing I realize about a problem in the Latin sense, it um, it becomes like an obstacle, and and I realize that once you take your eyes off your goal, then therefore it creates a problem. That means you're not focused. So you have to stay focused. Then I said a situation, right? Sometimes situations can overwhelm you. The thing is, one must take control of the situation. Whatever it may be, you must take control of the situation. And I think one of the most important things I realize that we must try to learn to do is not allow our emotions once again to get the best of us. I'm gonna put this up here. It says, "Know that mediocrity must always take a back seat to excellence." Mediocrity. Know that mediocrity must always take a back seat to excellence. It says always. It says it's a must. Anyone knows what mediocrity means? Average. Average. Being average. And we must realize that we have lived a life where we are just living life to get by. Huh? That's a challenge in this what many have. Not many, but people have, I should say. They live life just to get by. Now, some folks say they want to do better, but yet they don't put the actions in to be better. So what I'm saying is that we got to stop living life just to get by. You know, when you go to school, they give you an A in grade, they give you a B, and they give you a C, they give you a D, and they give you another grade below that. The C that they give you is just getting by. You know, you say, I'm average. I'm average. And we get to a point where we live life as if we're just average. You know what I'm saying? We're just like, I'm just hanging around. I'm like wandering, as a religious term, wandering in the wilderness without no guidance. And the wilderness means something that is untamed and unrefined. It's another word too, but untamed, unrefined, and uncultivated. Untamed, unrefined, and uncultivated. It's like, you know, when what they call in society, like high class people who go to what they call high class people. You know, I don't make no distinction. I'm just saying when they go to these uh, art shows or operas, they consider to be refined people, but don't mean that they are. But I'm saying they just go to refined people. They call themselves to be refined. Now, one thing I realize about being refined is that once you put fire on gold, you get that dross off of it, and it becomes out to be. I'm maybe saying it wrong, but when you put fire to this element that they call gold, you get all the impurities out of it, and then it shines like gold. So really, man, there's two things that I'm trying to do here. Is trying to maybe tap into the noble qualities that you all have and pull them out, and trying to get the impurities out so that you can shine like gold. Everybody wants to shine like gold. There's a term in the street where we see a pretty girl, we used to call it candy eye. I don't know if you are familiar with that term, a candy eye, because she's pretty like candy. You know what I'm saying? And we see a pretty woman. We want that pretty woman because she looks pretty to us. We are attracted to it, right? Because she shines in our eyes. We want her. We gravitate to her. But we know when we come up, older folks know all that shine ain't what? All that shine ain't gold, man. All that for example, we do a regular routine. When we know that we're supposed to get up on time, we don't get up on time. Then we come. Then it creates uh, another disturbance, and it creates a situation that is not necessary. So, which goes to show me that we create situations that we don't have to create, that we don't have to be in. We don't have to be a part of it. We do it, and then we bring it on others. Now, when you bring it on others, that's something that you create. So that means something that more than likely you're gonna have to get out of it yourself. So that's why I said earlier is that a lot of times, brothers, is that we can't be enablers to each other. We want to help, but we wind up hurting as opposed to helping. So the thing here is that, as I said here, when it comes to when it's talking about having and developing and building a positive attitude about yourself, a healthy outlook on life, um, we want to look toward the future. And once we look toward the future, we want to tap into the brilliance of who we are and what we have to offer and contribute to the society. Because it's more than each and every one of you all here that meets the eye. For example, brother, when I saw what you was doing earlier today, the small things, let's just bring it home right now. When you was getting the cans, right? I commended you. You wasn't looking for any attention. You just went out there because it was the right thing to do. You wasn't looking for any attention at all, but that was therapeutic for you because you have to create a regimen for yourself, brother Mr. William. Create a regimen for yourself that you can build on, that will take you to the next phase step of independent living. Huh? That's what you have to do. And this is what you all must do. You all must create a regiment. There is a regiment that is set up for for everybody to do it so that you can put yourself in a position to independent living. If there's a foundation that has been laid for you all to do, all you have to do is do it, and then you add to it yourself. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right on, got him. Yeah. So you took the what? Initiative. You took it upon yourself to do it. Now, and that was help. Now, we're taking initiative now. We're taking initiative if a pretty little lady walk in here, well, we'll want to say something to her or we want to be around her. You know, little pretty little sister that comes here, you know, who don't want to be around her? You know what I'm saying? People want to be around her. You know, we'll take that initiative because that has been coming towards us, but that's just superficial stuff. That's just a cheap, it's like we have developed a mindset of dealing with not only a cheap thrill, but we want something immediately. And that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen that way. So what we must develop, a sense of patience. You know the old story about the old bull and the young bull. You know, the young bull seen all these pretty little, you know, what they call, I don't know what you call a young bull, but a female bull. And hey, I want them all. The old bull said, man, I wait. Because he had patience. What I'm trying to get to here, brothers, is that I can never say it enough. You got to want it for yourself, man. If you don't want it for yourself, and you are in a place where it's designed to help, you're taking up space for somebody else. And I know that, and I can't say I don't know, but when we came out of our mama's womb, man, our mother had to. It was something that she had to endure and deal with. Whatever it was, she had to deal with it for 7 or 8 or 9 months, however months it was. But it had some patience. She had to have patience. Then you and I, we came out, and that's the most beautiful thing that one could ever experience as a mother. And then to see that child grow up and develop. My question is, something along the way contaminated and corrupted us and threw us off track to get to this point, to get to this mindset, this unhealthy, unwholesome, destructive, inconsiderate, disrespectful, demeaning, degrading, demising, detrimental mindset. What has got us there? You think about that. What has got us to that point that we can't change it and we can't reverse it? But we have the power and the wherewithal to do so. We have to tap into that power, that brilliancy that is inside of each and every one, those noble qualities that is inside of us. We have it just by you or me, or just by you going and trying to assist someone. Those are noble qualities. Just by a smile, just by saying hello, huh? Those little things mean a lot. Just your attitude, your persona, your aura. Those little things mean a lot, man. So we got to make this change. Because if not, man, all you're doing is destroying yourself, man. You ain't helping yourself, you're hurting yourself. We want to be constructive, man. We don't want to be destructive. We want to be respectful. We don't want to be disrespectful. We want to be healthy. We don't want to be unhealthy. We want to be wholesome. We don't want to be unwholesome. When it comes to having correct attitude, when it comes about ourselves, about life and our outlook on our future, we want to remain as positive as we should be about ourselves and about life. And I realize this too here. It says here, know that it's okay to stand alone if you are standing for the right principles. Sometimes you want to stand alone, man. Because everybody ain't going to agree, with you. And everybody ain't going to be for you. But you got to stand for right principles. Stand for what is right. Hey, man, let me tell you something, man. Everybody ain't your friend. I can't, man. Hey, man, everybody say love everybody. I mean, that's, man, how can you love everybody? Can you do that? If you can, more power to you. Huh? The first person you must love is who? So who you must have respect for is who? Is yourself. Who you must care for who first? Who? Yourself. Who you must give value to first? Who but who? Yourself. Who you must encourage first, but who is who? Yourself. Who you must motivate first, but who? Yourself. Who you must uplift first, but who? Yourself. Do you know when you get up in the morning, do you know what you're doing? You're uplifting yourself. Because no one else is uplifting you. No one is someone. When someone comes to get you in your room, or when you wake up in the morning, either or, who is getting up? You. All you have to do is carry that same mindset, that same attitude with you through the day. Uplift yourself. Encourage yourself. Inspire yourself. Push yourself. Sometimes it's a struggle, but there is a teaching about salivating. Salivating means that it's a hunger for something. I'm paraphrasing. It's a hunger for something. There was some psychologist put out a rat, mice, and he put something down the dingle on him, and he wanted, he wanted, but that what you want, and you can't get it. You can wind up going crazy for it. Now I'm messing up the experiment, but I'm coming up with my own experiment. You go crazy for it. Now we all have our own struggles. Man, I got my struggles. Everybody's struggle is different. I got my struggles. But I'd be dang if I ain't gonna work on trying to better and overcome those struggles. Now some of us, it's like, hey, it's all right to go out there and smoke a cigarette. It's all right. We want that. But that's something that's a cheap thrill, really. That just helping you get by. That's when I said here, right here. Know that mediocrity must always take a back seat to excellence. That has nothing to do with excellence. It's just something just to get you by. That's all. So we can't just be hanging around, man, and living life just to get by. We can't. Well, once again, it's going to catch up. It's going to catch up with us. Whatever we do is going to catch up with us. Yep, it's going to catch up. We got to realize, man, what is most important, man, and put our priorities in order. But that's determined, man. What's your outlook on life? It's determined by what your outlook on, what you think of yourself. If someone puts this up on a wall, I tear it down. What would make me tear it down? What I'm trying to say is that what would make you tear yourself down? What would make you want to live a life where you just feel like you're being torn down all the time or being put down all the time? Nobody likes that. Who likes it? Do you like it? Do you like being put down? I don't like it. All I'm trying to do here is trying to get you to pull yourself up, encourage yourself, man, motivate you, do the right thing. As Spike Lee would say in the movie, do the right thing. Far too many times we've been doing the wrong thing and we're making the wrong thing right. You know what I'm saying? Far too many times we've been doing the wrong thing and making the wrong thing right. And think that is accepted. But nah. Brothers, I'm really challenged today with with uh with you all, really, because it seems as though that you just want to be mediocre, want to participate in mediocrity. You don't want to do nothing right. Just want to continue to do things wrong and make wrong right. Yes, sir.
When I was at the Helping Up mission, one of my jobs was to wake up the guys in the morning in their bunks,
Hmm.
and so they could get up for breakfast or go to work or school. And I had a soft heart because a couple of guys I would have to go back 2 or 3 times. Are you getting up? Are you getting up? Because I didn't want them to lose their job or anything. But my other workers said, you're only enabling them.
Right.
They're adults.
Right.
You wake them up once, and that's it.
Right.
Well, I've got this soft, kind heart, so I just would still go back and get them up. But I can see the point. I mean, you do it once. Why should they be special?
Right.
You know. So I wasn't a neighbor.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. That's right. That's good stuff, though. Yeah. And you see how those what you have learned. You notice how that kicked in. You know, 'cause based upon what I was sharing, it it kicked in with you. You know what I'm saying? That, oh, now I see. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. Yeah, yeah. So it's a beautiful thing when we can see exactly what we're doing wrong. Somebody said this to me, man. He said, "Man, I've been doing wrong so long." He said, "I've been doing what did he say? I've been doing wrong." What did he say? He said, "I was doing wrong and I couldn't do wrong right." That's what he said. Yeah, yeah. He said he couldn't do wrong right. Huh? Ain't that something, man? Cause you can't. I mean, when your conscience will convict you. No, it's not over with. Uh-uh. Yeah, 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 man. So, but that's the thing, man. So if we get into a habit of not really caring, then that's just the way it's gonna be. You can leave if you want to, bro. That's on you. But I'll make a note of everything you do. Yep, yep. Well, it's cool. The note has been taken, man, because it's getting real. It's not making any sense. You know what I'm saying? When we're here, when I'm here trying to assist and help, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here to do. Try to assist and help. And if that's not um, being uh, respected, then there's something wrong with that picture. There's something wrong with that picture. So needless to say, if we can get past this here, mediocrity, you know, living life and just to want to get by, we can be the better for it. Yep. And just develop the right attitude, the right mindset, and be a contributor to society. Be an asset rather than a liability. Be an asset to yourself first before you can be an asset to others. All right. Any questions?
Well, the one thing you said about before about the choice of trying to be more than mediocre
Mm-hmm.
with depression, which I have chemical depression.
Mm-hmm.
There's no choice. You're just stuck there, and you need medicine helps me then to get a motivation
Mm-hmm.
factor, which I don't have otherwise.
Yeah.
So
Now,
I wanted to clarify that there.
no. I got you. The challenge is here, though, right? Now, I understand all that. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying is that when I said to you earlier that about uplifting yourself when you get up in the morning, all I'm trying to do is that you trying to tap into the good things that you're doing, that you're pushing yourself to go beyond this, whether you know it or not. Whether you know it or not, you are pushing yourself to go beyond this here. And that's all I'm trying to get you to tap into. I'm trying to change that mindset and that attitude, even though, like what you said, the medication, because I'm not taking any medication. I don't know anything about it. I'm not a medical doctor, but I know one thing about depression. To me, it represents like an energy level. You know what I'm saying? It's an energy level, and when your energy is high, you do things. When your energy is low, you don't do things.
That's a good way to put it. Energy level.
Yeah, you see how I just just changed that, and how you just tapped into it and say, "Oh, okay, that makes sense," because we can get so so the dependent on the drug, right? and it determines, our overriding factor or decision making. But no, you have some say so, right or wrong. So yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you sharing that, man, and just keep on tapping in, and anything that anybody else can do from the kindness of their heart to assist you, and anything I can do to assist any of you all, I'm gonna do my best to do it.
Thank you.
I really will. All right. Any questions, comments, challenges, and concerns? All right. Well, I want to thank y'all and want to say nothing but the best for you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.